This is Holly Price with WoodlandsHits.com, and I have the former chairman, Danny Schroder, who has come back to the Woodlands as the market president for Pioneer Bank. Thank you so much for coming in the studio today.
You're so welcome, Holly, and I am so glad to be back up here in the Woodlands.
I bet you had a previous job where it was quite a commute, so we're glad to have you back here in the Woodlands, and you're close to home and close to the family, so that's awesome. When did you start with Pioneer Bank?
Well, I started about 2 weeks ago. Had been working in Houston and been down there about 6 years at various financial institutions. When the opportunity came to sort of restart the old First Community Bank here in the Woodlands and in Tomball, First Community merged with Pioneer Bank out of Austin.
Okay.
The surviving entity will be named Pioneer Bank, and they were looking for a market president up here that could come in and knew the market, knew the people up here, and could make an impact.
Well, I know that you're a perfect fit for that, being the chairman of the board for the Woodlands Chamber, and you're very well connected in the community, so they couldn't have grabbed a better candidate as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you very much, Holly. I'm just thrilled to be back up here, and it's such a growing, dynamic area, all of Montgomery County, even south into Houston toward the airport. And with the growth that we're going to be experiencing over the next 4 or 5 years, I think the bank's in a great position to help service the community.
Give me a little bit of background information on Pioneer Bank.
You bet. Pioneer is the successor name of a merged entity between First Community Bank, which has branches down in the Sugar Land area, East Texas, here in the Woodlands, Tomball area, and Pioneer Bank, which is out of Austin, kind of covering the Dripping Springs, Austin, Waco area. So the two banks got together and merged in the end of 2015. The institution combined is going to be about $1.2 billion in asset size. So It really gives the bank the heft and the weight to service a wide variety of clientele. So we've got branches now that stretch from Sugar Land up through the Woodlands area, up into East Texas, Trinity, that area, and then from San Antonio, Austin, Waco, up through Dallas. So it's a growing, dynamic bank, very well capitalized, and very eager and able to service the community.
That's fantastic. So what does Pioneer Bank offer for their clientele?
Well, we offer the traditional banking services that you would expect from a community bank. We do have a community focus, though we are reaching a little bit more into the middle market area for lending, what we like to call commercial and industrial loans, which are loans to businesses for working capital and for growth, as well as we do traditional real estate lending. We do all the full suite of consumer lending. We've got a couple of products that are very exciting for consumers. One is a swimming pool home equity loan for swimming pools.
No way.
You bet.
Nice. And you need those in Texas, my goodness.
You got to have them. You're right, Holly. And if you come in and apply before noon, we can get you an answer that day on a swimming pool loan. One of the interesting things the bank is and has is a very pet-friendly atmosphere.
I love that.
Well,
That's
we
awesome.
love for you to bring your animals in the bank. We're very pet-friendly. We actually have treats and have little water dishes for the animals. And we have a very neat product, which is a pet savings account.
Wow.
So you can open up an account in your pet's name, and you can put money in there for things such as the veterinarian bill, pet grooming, anything that you think you might want to be spending on your pet in the upcoming months or years, and let that money accrue in a savings account.
That's amazing. That's awesome. So
Well,
that definitely, just that one little piece, makes you stick out. I don't think any other bank in this area does that.
I think you're right. It's something that's kind of unique to us and something we think we can offer to our customers. And we know our customers really like it. We see them coming in with their pets all the time. So feel free to come in with a little Muffy or Fido, whatever pet you have.
Maybe I'll bring my fish. No, I'm just kidding.
We can set you up something for the fish. Absolutely.
Where are the banks located?
Well, we've got 2 branches in the general Woodlands area.
Okay.
We have one on Research Forest, actually in Shenandoah.
Okay.
It's run by Janet Wilson, and that's a full-service branch, accounts, mortgages, loans there in that branch. And then in Tomball, we have a freestanding building. It's run by Donna Guerra. It is just off of Main Street, a little bit toward 249. Beautiful Austin limestone building, and full service branch there as well. So if you're in any one of those areas, please feel free to drop in and see our friendly staff there.
Okay, that's awesome. So I know the banks have merged, and we're in a challenging economy right now. Why don't you shed a little bit of your thoughts on what's going on?
Sure, and of course, the thing that's really pertinent to our part of the world is oil and the price
Sure.
of oil and how the business is doing. So we kind of feel that at $50 a barrel, we'll start to see some stabilization.
Mm-hmm.
And we're approaching that now. I think we'll around $45, $46 a barrel. So it's real important for this neck of the woods, the general Houston area, Texas, as well as not only the Woodlands area, to see some stability in the oil prices.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we're inching a little bit toward that $50 benchmark that we think will at least bring some stability
Mm-hmm.
to our region. We've seen some layoffs, obviously, with some of the
Yes.
larger companies,
Mm-hmm.
but that price may bring a little stability. We've got some great growth going on with our hospitals. We've got the hospitals coming in over on 45, and
Yes.
that's a big driver of growth for us as well. People don't realize what a big employer the school district is.
Oh.
Both as CISD, Magnolia, and Tomball school districts.
Mm-hmm.
So we see a lot of growth from people moving in. We've got new schools being built. Of course, teachers are being hired, support staff. So that's a growth driver for us as well. And just, people want to be in this part of the world. I mean, they want to be down in Texas. It's a pro-growth state.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to be in Texas, one of the best places to be is the general Houston area. So Montgomery County and the surrounding area of south all the way down into Houston are still seeing growth, and I think we'll continue to see that. In fact, I think we'll start seeing it pick up a little bit toward the end of the year.
Awesome. Well, again, everyone, I have Danny Schroder, the market president for Pioneer Bank, in the studio. If you want to learn more about Pioneer Bank, go to pioneerbanktexas.com, or you can call the branch at...
You can call the Tomball branch, which is Donna Guerra,
Okay.
at 281-351-1020, or the branch in the Woodlands for Janet Wilson, 832-813-0700.
Well, Danny, thank you so much for coming in and sharing all this great information. And, I want to stress to the listeners, if you have a four-legged friend, this is the bank for you. So you need to bring your little pup or your cat on a leash and have your money saved in the Pioneer Bank.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Holly. It's been a pleasure.
And have a great day.
You too.